Good afternoon. My name is Olubukola Adeoti, and I'll be giving you a talk on MMM Nigeria. To start with, what is MMM Nigeria? This is a community of ordinary people selflessly helping each other with the goal of destroying the world's unjust financial system. So, what are we talking about? We are talking about how we experience things in terms of finance, also in terms of the banking system. What do we need to change about the banking system? Do we need to continue with it? Or do we need to find another means to suit our ways and be a better person financially? We know what bank, if you borrow money from bank, what you would experience. I could remember my mom borrowed 500,000 naira. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, and by the time she calculated everything, all the amounts she refunded, it reached to about 750,000 naira. So you can imagine such interest rates. So what are we talking about here? We are talking about, you know, banking system that you borrow money from, and then at the end of the day, you regret that you borrowed money from banks, because whatever ambition you had initially would just you could only get few changes, few developments that at that the money has gone to. So that brings us back to what MMM is really all about. What is MMM really? Like I said, MMM is a global mutual aid fund, and like I say, it's World People's Bank, a financial and social network. You can define it the way it suits you. The bottom line here is that everybody is a winner. Where you make 30% profit at the end of the month, it's a mutual business. It's all about helping people and getting help. MMM is not a networking business. You don't need to start looking for somebody to buy your products. You don't need to need number of people before you'll be paid compulsory. You can choose to do your thing yourself and don't bother talk to anybody. You get back the money you used to help people plus 30% profit after a period of 1 month. To qualify for it, you register, then you indicate the amount you used to help, and afterwards you'll be linked with someone who needs help with the amount you offer to use. The person you get linked to help is someone already in MMM, a participant, and someone whose 30% profit is equal to the money you offer to help. Anyway, it could be in peer, whereby they peer people to pay a beneficiary. Then the account details of the person will be displayed in your profile with the phone number. If you need to call, you can call the person to be sure. Then you'll be paid the amount you want to offer help to the person. And of course, you pay to the person's account. You don't have to go to the website to pay. The website is not a platform where you log in money into. It's just to take records of what has been done. The money goes from you as a person providing the help and goes to another person's account. Then after payment, you upload the teller document proving you have paid the money. Then you are now qualified to get help. After a month, when you are offered to help someone and you want to withdraw, in your profile you will see a get help icon where you click on it, in your account details will be sent to someone to pay in money to you, just as someone's account was sent to you. In MMM, whether you refer someone or not, you will get your 30% profit. Referring someone gives you additional 10% of the money. your referee used to register. And also, talking about the rules of MMM, one thing you should not do is to delay payment. Whenever you have the dispatcher has sent somebody for you to pay, given the details, you'll be given a time frame. Within that time frame, you need to make that payment. And then you do not share your bank details with anyone else. You will not be getting help. And don't share your bank details, like I've said, like you registered and somebody else also did registration and the person used your account details. No, there will be issues with that. Another thing is that do not change your bank details or password less than 15 days. The problem is that you will not be paid and your help will be delayed. So you need to watch those things too. Another thing is that do not make payment or fail to attach. Do not make payment and fail to attach proof or receipt, or else you'll be blocked. These are things you need to take note. Always remember to write letters of happiness after getting help, because if you do not do that, you will be blocked. Another thing you is that you do not fail to confirm your payment. If you do not confirm your payment, you are in trouble. You'll be blocked. So all these things are attached as part of the things you need to know about MMM. And lest I forget, one of the things I need to flag about how MMM works is that the incoming, MMM works if your incoming cash flow is equal or higher than the outward flow. In this way, the total amount provided by the participant in within 24 hours must be higher than the amount that is required by other participants who needs that help. For example, let's say 50,000 naira has been provided by a participant and 40,000 is being required. That is what we are talking about. It works. This condition can be prejudiced for a period of time. Another thing I need to flag here is that you need to avoid panics. We already know that people don't just go outside to buy something at the same time. The same thing happens here in MMM. You don't withdraw. I mean, people don't withdraw their money simultaneously due to the time distribution of withdrawals. The system works perfectly and can work as long as possible. But there is something you need to check here. If all participants express their aim to take out their money from MMM all at the same time, this will collapse within days or weeks. That means there won't be enough money. The question is, what can even trigger these panics amongst participants? Okay, let's take for example, when there is a social media that one of the guiders or one of the official has been arrested, and you get to know that they have started arresting somebody. Then let me take out my money. That is what we call fear. At the moment they read it, they read it that they realize that all participants become panic and they want to collect all their money. People will be telling one another that hurry up, go and withdraw your money. This thing is crashing. All these things are things you do not have to listen to. If you don't panic and I don't panic, we still make the world a better place for us. And another thing I need to talk about here is how you provide help. You do not put your life to it. You put a spare money. You put a spare money to it. Try it out with spare money, use with spare money. Don't put your life savings to it. That is one of the instruction I want to give. And also, talking about bonuses, benefits, which involves the interest, the bonuses, and also the program. Like I said, when you provide help and then the dispatcher matches you with someone you need to help, at the end of 30 days, you get total of 30% plus your initial capital, and that is 30%. But if you choose to inform somebody and that person is being referred by you, then you get as a referrer 10%. 10% of the total help that that person you registered will get. For example, the person you referred and registered did provided help for 50,000 naira, and at the end of the day, the 10% of 50,000 for the amount after 30% must have been accrued on it, then you get 65,000 naira. I'm talking of that person that make that request. And what comes down to you, 10% of 65,000 naira, that is 6,500 naira. That is 10%. One thing I need to let you know is that when registering a system, you get from $20 to about $100 as a present. For example, if you have contributed from 20,000 naira, maybe about 20,000 naira and above, or starting from 20,000 naira to about 50,000 naira or so, you get $20 as bonus. In dollars, if you contributed from $500 to about 2,999 US dollars, you get $50. It goes on and on like that. Though it will be frozen for a month when it's for that $20, and if you take it out earlier, you will lose the 20. But for $50, it will be frozen for a month, and also when you make $100 and above, the bonus you get for $100 and above is when you provide help for about 3,000 US dollars and above. But also, it will be frozen for a month, unlike the first one, which is $20, which will be frozen for about 2 weeks. So, talking about the referral bonus, I've just talked about the 10%. So, and as a guider, this is quite different in terms of bonuses, because as a guider, it works like a chain. This requires you having a number of downlines, like first level downlines where you make directly 5%, the second level downline, that is 3%. It goes in descending order like that, like 5, 3, 1, 0.5, 0.3. It goes down to about 0.001%. That means whatever that person takes, you get 10%, depending on the position where that person is in terms of downline. So that's how bonuses is being accrued for a guider in MMA. And finally, talking about the program, once you make your help, you provide help, there's what we call a dispatcher. It is a system program such that it picks help providers randomly. It picks help providers randomly and matches a need, someone that is in need to you. For example, if I make a order for provide help twice, maybe I did for 50,000 and secondly I also did 50,000 naira, it is possible that the dispatcher, that programming, picks one of the 50,000 naira and then leaves the other one for days before it will be matched to another person. So that's how it works. It doesn't have to be maybe it depends on a smaller value of money before it will pick. No, it can even work in pair. If someone gets is getting help, making the request for get help, then the system can pair two people to pay such person. For example, I need to be paid 50,000 naira as my get help value, and the system matches somebody 30,000 naira to me, and another person 20,000 naira to me. So that's how the program works. It's not about somebody putting it, oh, it's my turn, it's your turn. No, it's a programming. It's called the dispatcher. That works. Nobody knows when your time will come for matching. Nobody knows the minute, the second, but it will just happen in between plus or minus 35 days. But if possible, you did not get a match for you to pay or provide help to, then there's a problem with your account. And also, another thing I need to talk about concerning the interest rate, which I said at the end of the month you get 30%. That amount get accrued every day, 1%. But you might not be able to see it for the first 2 weeks. It's just that once a transaction has been made, your bonus will be added with at least 14% while it will be frozen. So whenever you are on release date, when your status moves from blue to green, then every Tuesdays and Thursdays you'll be able to see how your money is really growing. Yes, you can choose to collect it after 2 weeks, provided your money is available for withdrawal. But you should know that the days are counting, and days are counting, and if you choose to collect it after maybe 15 days, fine. You should know that that's about the value will be about 15%. So why not let it grow to about 30%, 30 days, for you to now withdraw your money by making a request for get help. So I believe this will also help you see how interesting it is. At the end of 30 days, you see your 30%. And finally, what I need to also flag here is that I cannot give you any guarantee. The best I can do is to let you know how this stuff works. It's now left to you to decide if you want to be part of it or not. There is no guarantee. That's why we make this instruction that don't put your life to it. Just put your spare money. It's After all, it's a charity program where you help people and you get help. Don't make it your official business. It's not a business. It's not a company. It's a platform where you help me and I help you. As I close here, once again, I'm Olubukola Duty. I'm so privileged to be part of this platform, and I hope to do more so that together we can change the world.